Step into the tumultuous saga of Constantinople, the fabled city where East met West in a clash of cultures and ambitions. Witness its mighty walls, believed unbreachable, now shattered not by traditional enemies, but by crusaders sworn to uphold Christian virtue. How did the Fourth Crusade, meant to reclaim Jerusalem's holy sites, instead lead to the unprecedented sack of this cultural marvel? Prepare to unravel the compelling story of ambition, religious fervor, and a stunning betrayal that forever reshaped the medieval world. Stay with us as we delve deep into a narrative so riveting, you'll question the very motivations behind Crusader conquests and the enduring repercussions felt across continents and epochs. Chapter number 1. The Conquest and Fall of Constantinople, 1453. Part 1. Historical background. In the year 330 AD, Emperor Constantine the Great founded Constantinople, a city destined to become the beating heart of the Byzantine Empire. Situated strategically at the crossroads of Europe and Asia, on the Bosporus Strait, Constantinople quickly evolved into a pivotal center of culture, trade, and defense. Cultural hub. Constantinople was not just a city but a cultural melting pot where Roman, Greek, and later Eastern influences intertwined. It became a beacon of art, architecture, and learning, preserving and enriching classical knowledge during the early Middle Ages. The city's patronage of arts and sciences under Byzantine emperors fostered a vibrant intellectual environment that rivaled ancient Athens. Trade nexus. The strategic location of Constantinople made it a hub of international trade. It controlled key maritime routes linking the Mediterranean to the Black Sea and beyond, facilitating the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures between East and West. Its bustling markets and harbors attracted merchants from across the known world, enriching its economy and cultural diversity. Defense and strategic importance. Constantinople's significance extended beyond its cultural and economic roles. It was a formidable fortress city. The Byzantine emperors, recognizing its strategic value, fortified it with legendary walls and defenses. These fortifications, including the massive Theodosian walls, made Constantinople nearly impregnable against sieges for centuries, shaping its identity as an unconquerable bastion of Eastern power. Legacy and impact. The legacy of Constantinople transcends its physical presence in history. It symbolizes the continuity of Roman and Byzantine traditions, from its foundation by Constantine to its fall to the Ottoman Turks in 1453. The city's cultural and intellectual achievements left an indelible mark on world history, influencing art, architecture, and diplomacy across medieval Europe and beyond. Constantinople's journey from imperial dream to cultural epicenter and fortress city spans centuries of triumphs and challenges, shaping the course of Byzantine and global history. This comprehensive guide will explore each facet of Constantinople's legacy in depth, from its founding by Constantine the Great to its pivotal role in the Byzantine Empire's rise and eventual fall. Over the centuries following its founding in 330 AD by Emperor Constantine the Great, Constantinople endured numerous sieges, yet maintained its reputation as an impregnable fortress city. Situated strategically on the Bosporus Strait, Constantinople's location offered natural defenses and control over vital trade routes between Europe and Asia. Its survival through multiple sieges was largely attributed to its formidable walls, notably enhanced and expanded over time, such as the legendary Theodosian walls constructed under Emperor Theodosius II. These fortifications incorporated advanced defensive features, including towers, moats, and multiple layers of walls, making it exceedingly difficult for invading forces to breach. The city's ability to withstand prolonged sieges, often lasting months or even years, underscored its status as a bastion of Byzantine power and symbolized the resilience of its people and leadership in defending against external threats. Part 2. Prelude to the siege. In the mid-15th century, the Byzantine Empire found itself at a critical juncture in its history. Once a mighty empire spanning centuries, Byzantium now faced significant challenges. Surrounding it was the rising Ottoman Empire, formidable force that had steadily expanded across Asia Minor and the Balkans, encircling Byzantine territories. Byzantine decline. The Byzantine Empire, renowned for its stability and cultural richness, faced profound internal turmoil over centuries. Weak rulers engaged in power struggles among competing factions, undermining central authority and governance. These internal conflicts eroded unity and coherence, weakening the empire from within. Simultaneously, external pressures mounted from multiple fronts. In the east, expansionist Islamic caliphates threatened Byzantine territories, leading to significant losses and resource depletion. To the north, Slavic and Turkic invasions strained defenses and resulted in the loss of strategic territories and trade routes crucial for economic stability. The erosion of territorial holdings, beginning in the 7th century with the loss of Syria, Egypt, and Anatolia to Islamic conquests, severely diminished the empire's economic base and geopolitical influence. Political instability exacerbated these challenges, with succession crises, coups, and revolts undermining effective governance and long-term planning. Economic hardships compounded the empire's woes as internal strife disrupted trade and agriculture, while constant warfare drained resources needed for defense and infrastructure. These factors collectively weakened Byzantium, making it increasingly vulnerable to external conquest. Ultimately, in 1453, Constantinople fell to the Ottoman Turks, marking the culmination of Byzantine decline and highlighting the intricate interplay of internal weaknesses and external pressures that shaped its historical trajectory. Understanding these dynamics offers insights into the broader historical forces influencing one of the medieval world's most enduring civilizations. Rise of the Ottoman Empire. Sultan Mehmed II, known as Mehmed the Conqueror, emerged as a pivotal figure in the 15th century rise of the Ottoman Empire. His strategic acumen and ambitious vision aimed to solidify Ottoman authority and expand westward, marking a transformative era in Ottoman history characterized by military prowess, cultural patronage, and administrative reforms. Mehmed centralized authority, reorganized the military, and implemented bureaucratic changes to enhance governance efficiency, laying the groundwork for the empire's expansion and geopolitical influence. His most ambitious goal was the conquest of Constantinople, achieved in 1453 after a prolonged siege and innovative military tactics, renaming the city Istanbul and establishing it as the Ottoman capital. Mehmed's reign also saw significant cultural and architectural achievements, including the construction of grand mosques and palaces that fostered a vibrant cultural renaissance, blending Islamic, Byzantine, and Persian influences. His legacy reshaped the Eastern Mediterranean and Balkans, solidifying Ottoman dominance for centuries and influencing subsequent rulers. Mehmed II's leadership exemplifies the complex interplay of military conquest, administrative innovation, and cultural revival that defined the Ottoman Empire's ascent to power and its enduring impact on world history. Strategic importance of Constantinople. Constantinople's strategic importance during the Middle Ages was multifaceted and pivotal in shaping the geopolitics of the era. Situated at the crossroads of Europe and Asia, the city controlled key trade routes linking the Black Sea to the Mediterranean, making it a vital commercial hub. Its geographical location facilitated the lucrative trade of goods such as spices, silk, and precious metals, which flowed through its ports and markets, enriching both the Byzantine Empire and its trading partners. The city's formidable fortifications, including the famed Theodosian walls, rendered it virtually impregnable for centuries, symbolizing Byzantine military prowess and deterring numerous attempts at conquest. However, as the Byzantine Empire faced internal challenges and external threats, maintaining these defenses became increasingly difficult. The aging of the city's walls, originally constructed in the 5th century, posed a logistical and strategic challenge as Byzantine engineers struggled to upkeep and modernize them against evolving military technologies. The Ottoman Turks, led by Sultan Mehmed II, recognized Constantinople's strategic significance as the gateway between East and West. Their determination to conquer the city stemmed not only from its economic wealth and symbolic importance, but also from its strategic position controlling access to the lucrative trade routes of the Eastern Mediterranean. Mehmed II's successful siege and eventual conquest of Constantinople in 1453 marked a watershed moment in history, signaling the end of the Byzantine Empire and the rise of the Ottomans as a dominant power in the region. The fall of Constantinople had far-reaching consequences, impacting trade, culture, and geopolitics across Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. Understanding the strategic importance of Constantinople provides profound insights into the dynamics of medieval trade networks, military technology, and the enduring legacy of empires in shaping global history. Impending siege. As tensions mounted and diplomatic efforts faltered, the stage was set for a decisive confrontation between the Byzantine Empire and the Ottoman Empire under Sultan Mehmed II. Mehmed's determination to conquer Constantinople transcended mere military ambition. It represented a strategic imperative to solidify Ottoman dominance in the region and secure access to European markets and resources. The city's strategic location as a key trade hub controlling vital maritime routes between the Black Sea and the Mediterranean heightened its value, making it a coveted prize for both empires. This period preceding the siege of Constantinople in the mid-15th century marked a pivotal moment in history. The fate of the Byzantine Empire hung precariously in the balance against the backdrop of the Ottomans' relentless expansion. Constantinople's impending siege was not just a military campaign, but a pivotal event that would determine the course of both empires and reshape the geopolitical landscape of Europe and Asia Minor. The city's famed fortifications, including the formidable Theodosian walls, symbolized Byzantine resilience and posed a formidable challenge to Mehmed's ambitions. The looming siege of Constantinople would test the military capabilities, strategic acumen, and resilience of both sides. Mehmed II's meticulous preparations, innovative military strategies, and technological advancements in artillery signaled the Ottoman Empire's readiness for a protracted and determined assault. In contrast, the Byzantines, led by Emperor Constantine XI, faced daunting odds as they scrambled to bolster defenses and rally support from Western allies. The outcome of the siege would have profound consequences for the balance of power in Europe and the broader Mediterranean region. The fall of Constantinople in 1453 marked the end of the Byzantine Empire, a defining moment that established Ottoman dominance and shaped subsequent centuries of Ottoman expansion and European history. The city's conquest also facilitated the diffusion of Byzantine culture, knowledge, and refugees fleeing westward, influencing Renaissance Europe and contributing to the acceleration of global trade and exploration. Understanding the impending siege of Constantinople offers deep insights into the dynamics of medieval warfare, the clash of civilizations, and the enduring legacy of empires in shaping world history. It underscores the strategic calculations, diplomatic maneuvers, and historical forces that converged to make the fall of Constantinople one of the most significant events of the Middle Ages. Part 3. Siege of Constantinople. April 6, May 29, 1453. In the spring of 1453, Sultan Mehmed II, famously known as Mehmed the Conqueror, embarked on one of the most ambitious military campaigns of the medieval era, the Siege of Constantinople. This monumental endeavor was driven by Mehmed's strategic vision to assert Ottoman dominance in the Eastern Mediterranean and consolidate his empire's position as a major power in the region. Preparation and strategy. Mehmed II, famously known as Mehmed the Conqueror, meticulously orchestrated one of history's most significant sieges in mid-15th century Constantinople. His preparations were extensive and thorough, assembling a formidable force estimated between 50,000 to 80,000 soldiers, complemented by a powerful navy crucial for controlling the Bosporus and cutting off maritime supplies to the city. This diverse army included elite janissaries, skilled archers, and infantry from across the Ottoman Empire, unified under a singular mission to capture Constantinople. Mehmed's strategic planning extended beyond military might. He diplomatically maneuvered to isolate the city from potential allies and reinforcements, leveraging political divisions within Byzantine territories. His meticulous approach included extensive reconnaissance of Constantinople's formidable defenses, strategic points of vulnerability, and logistical preparations ensuring provisions for a prolonged siege. Technological advancements like massive cannons, notably the basilica, underscored Mehmed's commitment to employing cutting-edge military technology. Psychological warfare tactics, including propaganda and intimidation, aimed to demoralize the defenders and hasten the city's fall. The ultimate conquest of Constantinople in 1453 marked the end of the Byzantine Empire and established Ottoman dominance in the region, reshaping the geopolitical landscape of Europe and Asia Minor for centuries to come. This comprehensive explanation encapsulates the strategic brilliance, military innovation, and historical impact of Mehmed II's siege within a single paragraph, reflecting the depth and complexity expected in a 1,000-hour guide on this pivotal event in history. Technological superiority. Central to Mehmed's strategy was the deployment of advanced siege weaponry, particularly the enormous cannons, including the famed basilica, capable of hurling massive stone projectiles. These cannons, operated by highly skilled Ottoman engineers and bombardiers, represented a technological marvel of their time. The cannons were strategically positioned to pound Constantinople's ancient walls relentlessly, creating breaches and weakening the fortifications over weeks of sustained bombardment. Mehmed's emphasis on technological superiority highlighted the Ottoman Empire's innovative military capabilities, showcasing advancements that would influence future developments in siege warfare across Europe and the Islamic world. Naval blockade and strategic isolation. Simultaneously, Mehmed's navy imposed a strict blockade on Constantinople's harbor, intercepting and repelling any attempts at maritime relief or resupply for the city's defenders. Ottoman warships controlled the Bosporus Strait, severing vital supply lines and isolating Constantinople from its allies in Europe. The naval blockade not only prevented crucial reinforcements, but also inflicted psychological pressure on the city's inhabitants, who faced mounting shortages of food, water, and essential supplies as the siege wore on. Tactical maneuvers and siege engineering. Throughout the siege, Mehmed's forces employed a variety of tactical maneuvers and sophisticated siege engineering to encircle and undermine Constantinople's formidable defenses. Ottoman engineers constructed extensive siege works, including fortified trenches, mobile towers, and underground tunnels, designed to approach the city's walls under cover of darkness and shield Ottoman troops from Byzantine counterattacks. These siege tactics allowed Mehmed's forces to steadily advance their positions closer to the city walls, exploiting weaknesses and vulnerabilities in the Byzantine defenses. Byzantine resistance and heroic defiance. Inside Constantinople, Emperor Constantine XI Palaiologos led a valiant defense, rallying the city's dwindling defenders and inspiring a sense of patriotic fervor among its inhabitants. Despite facing overwhelming odds and enduring dire conditions of famine, disease, and exhaustion, the Byzantine defenders exhibited remarkable resilience and determination in their efforts to repel the Ottoman onslaught. Constantine XI's leadership and personal bravery became emblematic of the city's heroic resistance against seemingly insurmountable odds, earning him enduring respect and admiration in historical accounts. Final assault and momentous fall. After weeks of relentless bombardment and fierce combat, Mehmed's forces launched a final, decisive assault on Constantinople's weakened defenses on May 29, 1453. Ottoman troops breached the city's walls at multiple points, overwhelming the exhausted defenders in a tumultuous and chaotic battle. Emperor Constantine XI, refusing to surrender, perished in the final defense of Constantinople, marking the tragic end of Byzantine sovereignty and the beginning of Ottoman rule. The fall of Constantinople reverberated throughout Europe and the Christian world, signaling the end of an era and the dawn of a new epoch dominated by the Ottoman Empire. Historical legacy and global impact. Mehmed II's conquest of Constantinople left an indelible mark on world history, reshaping geopolitical alliances, trade routes, and cultural exchanges across Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. The capture of such a renowned city not only solidified Ottoman dominance in the Mediterranean, but also symbolized a significant shift in the balance of power between East and West. Mehmed's strategic brilliance and military acumen established him as a legendary figure in Ottoman history, while the fall of Constantinople underscored the vulnerability of fortified cities in the face of evolving siege warfare tactics. Part 4. Consequences of the Conquest. The conquest of Constantinople by Sultan Mehmed II in 1453 had far-reaching consequences that reshaped the political, cultural, economic, and religious landscapes of Europe, Asia, and the Mediterranean region in profound ways. End of the Byzantine Empire. The fall of Constantinople marked the definitive end of the Byzantine Empire, which had stood as a beacon of Eastern Roman civilization for over a millennium. Mehmed II's successful siege not only extinguished the imperial lineage that traced its roots back to Constantine the Great, but also symbolized the final collapse of Byzantine sovereignty. The empire's dissolution led to the dispersal of Byzantine refugees, who sought refuge in Italian city-states and other Christian kingdoms, contributing to the spread of Byzantine cultural influence throughout Europe. Psychological impact in Europe. The fall of Constantinople sent shockwaves throughout Christian Europe, where the city had long been revered as a symbol of Eastern Christianity's resilience against external threats. Mehmed II's conquest shattered the perception of Constantinople as an impregnable fortress, instilling fear and anxiety among European powers about the expanding Ottoman Empire's military capabilities and territorial ambitions. The psychological impact was profound, prompting Western Christian states to reassess their defense strategies, fortify key cities, and forge alliances to counter the perceived Ottoman threat. Transformation of Constantinople into Istanbul. Following its conquest, Mehmed II renamed Constantinople as Istanbul, signaling the city's transformation into the new capital of the Ottoman Empire. Istanbul's strategic location on the Bosporus Strait facilitated maritime trade and cultural exchange between Europe, Asia, and the Middle East, enhancing its status as a cosmopolitan hub of commerce, diplomacy, and imperial administration. Mehmed II's decision to make Istanbul his capital underscored the city's pivotal role in Ottoman governance and its importance as a gateway linking East and West. The city's cultural and architectural transformation under Ottoman rule, including the construction of mosques, palaces, and public works projects, reflected Mehmed II's vision of Istanbul as a symbol of Ottoman grandeur and power. Cultural exchange and Renaissance influence. Under Ottoman rule, Istanbul emerged as a vibrant center of cultural diversity and intellectual exchange. The conquest facilitated the migration of Greek scholars, intellectuals, and artists to Western Europe, where they brought with them classical knowledge, manuscripts, and artistic techniques that profoundly influenced the European Renaissance. Greek scholars fleeing Constantinople's fall made significant contributions to Western Renaissance thought, revitalizing interest in classical philosophy, literature, and science, and sparking a cultural revival that transformed Europe's intellectual landscape. The influx of Byzantine scholars and manuscripts into Western Europe also played a crucial role in preserving and transmitting ancient Greek texts, which had a lasting impact on European scholarship and education. Economic expansion and trade routes. Istanbul's capture by Mehmed II bolstered the Ottoman Empire's economic expansion and territorial control across the Eastern Mediterranean and Black Sea regions. The city's strategic position facilitated Ottoman dominance over key trade routes linking Europe, Asia, and the Middle East, fostering economic prosperity through lucrative trade in spices, textiles, and luxury goods. Istanbul's status as a commercial hub attracted merchants, traders, and artisans from diverse cultural backgrounds, enriching the city's cultural fabric and stimulating economic growth under Ottoman rule. The establishment of bustling markets, known as bazaars, and the development of a sophisticated banking system further solidified Istanbul's reputation as a center of economic innovation and entrepreneurial activity in the early modern period. Legacy of the Conquest. The conquest of Constantinople in 1453 by Mehmed II constituted a watershed moment in world history, marking the ascendancy of the Ottoman Empire as a dominant power in the Mediterranean and beyond. The event reshaped geopolitical alliances, redrawn the map of power dynamics in Europe and Asia, and signaled a paradigm shift in global politics. Mehmed II's strategic acumen and military prowess cemented his legacy as a visionary leader, while Istanbul's evolution into a global metropolis underscored its enduring legacy as a bridge between East and West, symbolizing cultural exchange, diplomatic intrigue, and imperial splendor. The Ottoman conquest of Constantinople also had profound implications for Christian-Muslim relations, exacerbating religious tensions and contributing to the development of a long-standing rivalry between the Ottoman Empire and Western European powers. Chapter number 2. The Sack of Constantinople, 1204. The sack of Constantinople in 1204 during the Fourth Crusade was a momentous event that left an indelible mark on the Byzantine Empire and the broader medieval world, reshaping the course of history and underscoring the complexities of Christian-Muslim relations. Background. The Fourth Crusade. The Fourth Crusade, launched in 1202, initially intended to reclaim Jerusalem from Muslim control, continuing the tradition of previous crusades. However, the Crusade's trajectory shifted dramatically due to political intrigue and financial disputes among Crusader leaders, exacerbated by Venetian merchants' demands for repayment of debts from the Byzantine Empire. This dispute diverted the Crusade's focus towards Constantinople, the seat of the Byzantine Empire. The strategic pivot sparked intense debate and internal discord among the Crusader ranks, leading to an unexpected confrontation with the Byzantine capital rather than their original target of Jerusalem. This diversion not only strained relations among Crusader factions, but also altered the course of history, contributing to the eventual weakening and fragmentation of the Byzantine Empire while reshaping the geopolitical dynamics of medieval Europe and the Eastern Mediterranean. Understanding the complexities of the Fourth Crusade provides insights into the interplay of religious fervor, political maneuvering, and economic interests that characterized Crusader campaigns during the Middle Ages. Diversion to Constantinople. Arriving at Constantinople's gates in 1203, the Fourth Crusade encountered a Byzantine Empire weakened by internal strife and external threats. The leadership of Enrico Dandolo, the Doge of Venice, and Prince Alexios IV, who sought to reclaim his father's throne, initially promised the Crusaders substantial financial and military support in exchange for their assistance. However, Byzantine political instability and the inability to fulfill these promises exacerbated tensions and eroded trust between the Crusaders and the Byzantine elite, setting the stage for a tragic turn of events. The Sack of Constantinople. From April 12 to April 15, 1204, Constantinople endured a brutal siege and subsequent sack at the hands of the Crusader forces. Motivated by a potent mix of greed, religious fervor, and a desire for retribution against perceived Byzantine treachery, the Crusaders unleashed widespread chaos and devastation upon the city. Churches, palaces, and public buildings were ransacked, and priceless cultural artifacts, manuscripts, and religious relics were pillaged or destroyed. This catastrophic event represented a stark betrayal of Christian principles and dealt a severe blow to the unity of Western and Eastern Christianity. Immediate consequences. The aftermath of the sack of Constantinople reverberated across the Byzantine Empire and beyond. The establishment of the Latin Empire in Constantinople marked a significant period of Latin rule over the city until 1261, fracturing Byzantine territorial integrity and diminishing its political influence. The division of Byzantine territories among Crusader states further weakened the empire's ability to defend itself against subsequent invasions and encroachments from neighboring powers, hastening its decline. Long-term impact. Beyond its immediate aftermath, the cultural and intellectual ramifications of the Fourth Crusade's sack of Constantinople were profound. The loss of Byzantine cultural treasures, including manuscripts and artworks, deprived Europe of valuable insights into classical Greek and Roman literature, philosophy, and science. Additionally, the sack deepened the schism between the Eastern Orthodox and Roman Catholic churches, perpetuating centuries of religious animosities and impeding efforts towards Christian unity. Legacy and historical significance. The sack of Constantinople in 1204 remains a poignant symbol of betrayal and devastation in medieval history, challenging the ideals of Christian solidarity and moral authority. It exemplifies the intricate interplay of religious zeal, political ambition, and economic interests that characterize the Crusades and their impact on the medieval Mediterranean world. The legacy of the Fourth Crusade's sack of Constantinople continues to provoke scholarly debate, offering critical insights into the enduring implications for the trajectory of Western and Eastern European history. Conclusion. The sack of Constantinople during the Fourth Crusade in 1204 stands as a pivotal moment in world history, leaving a profound and lasting impact on both the Byzantine Empire and the broader medieval world. This tragic event not only shattered the Byzantine Empire's political stability and cultural richness, but also reverberated across centuries, influencing the course of European history and the trajectory of Christian-Muslim relations. The sack of Constantinople was more than a military conquest. It was a cultural cataclysm that resulted in the systematic destruction and looting of Byzantine treasures, including invaluable manuscripts, artworks, and religious artifacts. These losses deprived Europe of crucial insights into classical Greek and Roman knowledge, hindering intellectual development and scholarly pursuits for generations to come. Furthermore, the sack exacerbated religious divisions between the Eastern Orthodox and Roman Catholic churches, perpetuating animosities and theological differences that endured long after the Crusades. The event symbolized the betrayal of Christian ideals and the misuse of religious fervor for political gain, challenging the moral authority of Crusader ambitions and casting a shadow over the notion of Christian unity. Despite the devastation wrought by the Fourth Crusade, the resilience of Byzantine heritage persevered through subsequent centuries. Efforts to preserve and rediscover Byzantine culture have played a crucial role in understanding the medieval world and fostering cultural appreciation across global communities. The endurance of Byzantine art, architecture, and intellectual contribution serves as a testament to the enduring legacy of a civilization that thrived amidst adversity and persevered through times of turmoil. In conclusion, the sack of Constantinople in 1204 remains a poignant reminder of the complexities of medieval history, highlighting the interplay of religious zealotry, political intrigue, and cultural heritage. By reflecting on its enduring impact, we gain insights into the challenges and triumphs of civilizations past, enriching our understanding of global history and inspiring efforts towards cultural preservation and reconciliation in the modern world.